so much for watching. In today's video, I have created this look using all drugstore products. Some of the products that I have used, I use all the time and I absolutely love them. Whereas some of the products that I use, I have never used before. So it's kind of going to be like a first impression product review kind of thing. So if you'd like to see how I got this look using all drugstore products, then please keep on watching. Okay, so first off, I'm using the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser Primer. Now, I just thought this was an all-over primer you put on your face when I bought it, but I did read the description and it said smooth onto areas with visible pores. So I don't have pores, like visible pores all over my face. Only really in my T-zones, on my forehead, my nose and my chin. So I'm just going to apply that in those areas. I've never used this before, so we'll see how it goes. It feels really smooth. It does feel a little bit oily though. I don't know if it's really done anything, but we'll see. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This is the matte and poreless one. This is in the shade 310. I've used this a few times before and I really like it, so I definitely would buy this again and I definitely would recommend. I'm going to be using this with the Real Techniques sponge. Now this is the Miracle Complexion sponge. I've never used this before. A lot of people rave about it, so I was kind of like, I'll give it a go. So I'm just going to be taking the foundation and popping it on the flat surface of the sponge. Just dabbing this all over my face. Wow, this is definitely easy to apply with this sponge. I must say the Beauty Blender sponge is really good. I did use the flat surface and it was damp, so it was really easy to blend, and it's given me a really even coverage all over my face, which I'm really happy about. Now onto concealer to highlight underneath my eyes. I'm taking the Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer. Pretty sure this is in the shade 115. It doesn't have the number written on it anywhere, but it is the lightest shade you can get. A lot of people do rave about this one as well, but I've never tried it, so I'm going to give it a go and see what I think. I'm just going to be applying that underneath my eyes, just to highlight. It's quite light, I must say. Hopefully it's not too light. I'm going to take it down the bridge of my nose to highlight as well. On my cupid's bow, on my chin, and a bit on my forehead too. I'm going to grab the Real Techniques sponge again. I'm going to use the pointy side of it and just blend that out. Now that concealer definitely did highlight my face, but I feel like it hasn't really covered anything up. Like I can still see all the lines and the darkness underneath my eyes, so not too impressed with that one, Covergirl, sorry. I usually use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, this one here. This is my favorite drugstore product of all time. I think I'm just going to take this one and just apply it where I put that Covergirl concealer, just to kind of cover up, because I honestly feel like that one didn't really do much. That is so much better. Okay. Thank you, Maybelline. Now to set that concealer in place, I'm taking my Australis AC On Tour contour palette. Now I'm going to be taking the banana shade that everyone uses to set their under eye. It is definitely one of my favorite shades. I have purchased this palette I think 4 times now or 3 times, and every single time I've run out of the banana shade. Now that my under eyes are nice and bright and my concealer concealer is not going anywhere, I'm going to set the rest of my face with a powder. Now, I've never used this one before. This is the Rimmel London Clear Complexion Clarifying Powder. This is in the shade Transparent. Pretty sure this is exactly like the Stay Matte one. It's just different. It says it helps with your skin and is better for your skin, so we'll give that a go. Just taking a big fluffy brush and just setting in the rest of my foundation. Now for bronzing and contouring. I've used this product for quite some time now, for many years. It's the L'Oreal Paris Glam Bronze Laterra Bronzer. Now, this is in the shade, the one I use is in the shade number 4, Intenso. And I'm just going to be applying that with my Real Techniques contour brush. Now I'm also just going to take a little bit more of that bronzer and just apply it on the perimeter of my face, just to give my face a little bit more definition. Whoa, that's too much. Oh my god. Now that the bronzing is done, I'm going to move on to blush. Now I'm using this NYX blush here. It just says Baked Blush plus Illuminator plus Bronzer. I wouldn't say it's a bronzer, it's definitely not, it's more of a blush. This is in the shade Wanderlust. I find that with these NYX blushes, I've had one before in a like more of a pinky shade. When I was at the store, I tested it and it was really pigmented and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing, I need it. So I bought it, but then I found that when I used it, I kind of was like, it's not really like that pigmented, like it's not coming on that much. So I wonder if this one's going to be the same. I think like last time I used it, like the other time, it wasn't very pigmented, but maybe that's just because you need to really get into it. Anyway, I'm just going to be applying this on the apples of my cheeks. Now the blush is done. I'm taking my highlighter. Now this is seriously one of my favorite highlighters that I have, and it's probably the most affordable one that I own. So it's the e.l.f. highlighter. You can't really see it properly in the camera, but it's like a very creamy white kind of shade with shimmer in it, and it's amazing. It's called Gotta Glow, I think. Yeah, Gotta Glow, it says it on the bottom. If you live in Australia, you can't buy these in the store. Usually we sell e.l.f. in like Kmart and everything, but I don't know why they don't sell this particular product. You can find it on eBay though. I buy mine on eBay, so I will leave a link below of where I buy mine. I'm just going to be applying this with a highlighter brush just to where I applied my concealer earlier on. And I must say, this highlighter is extremely pigmented and it will last you a really long time. You just need the smallest amount. Okay, so now that the base and the face is done, I'm going to move on to eyebrows. Now I usually use Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, and I've used that for as long as I can remember. I'm a bit scared trying something different, to be honest. I'm going to be trying the Eyebrow Brow Shaping Kit from Australis. This only comes in one shade, and luckily it's usually the shade that I would use, I guess. It has like a little wax here, and then it also has some powders. So I think I'm just going to go in with the dark brown wax to start off with, and then maybe go on with the powder. I'll see how we go. I'm just going to brush through my eyebrows though, just to get rid of any excess foundation. I'm just taking a angled brush. I'm going to be applying that just how I usually would with my dip brow. I am so scared. Oh, look, comes out. It's very like wet, like very liquidy. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep going. I think I'm gonna go in with that powder. So just the middle powder, the darkest color. I'm just gonna go in with that one and set the wax in, I guess. Oh my god, what have I done? Far out. This is why you don't change eyebrow products. So I'm just going to leave that one alone now, because if I keep going at it, it's just going to end up looking like some sort of hairy caterpillar or something. So I'm going to try and do the other brow the same. I don't know how I'm going to go. I think I've had enough. I'm going to call someone else to do my other eyebrow because I'm over it. So that one was a lot easier to do. I think I've kind of got the hang of it now. It is a very easy product to apply, I guess you could say. Like a little bit too easy to apply. You literally like touch your skin the smallest bit and then it's like, whoa, like calm down. So overall, I think that I probably wouldn't, personally I wouldn't use this on a day-to-day basis. I just feel like it doesn't really fill in the gaps that I want it to. It's a little bit gappy as well. It's the perfect colour, definitely the perfect colour if you're a brunette. I mean, if you're a blondie, then I think the lighter shade here would suit you best. But yeah, it looks pretty good, not gonna lie. I just I hope it doesn't smudge off. It ain't no Anastasia Beverly Hills, that's for sure. Shouldn't really say that. Oops. I literally just wiped a chunk of my eyebrow off. I didn't even touch it. What the fuck? If you use this, just make sure you don't touch your eyebrows because you might lose half of it. To set my brows in place, I'm taking the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper. I've used this for quite a while as well and I really like it. It's the perfect colour for me. I think mine's in dark brown. I don't know, it doesn't have the colour written anywhere, but yeah. It's got little fibres in it, so I think it actually adds on to your natural eyebrows anyway to make them look a little bit more full. Alrighty, now onto eyes. Now, I'm going to be doing a bold wing liner today, but firstly I'm going to just put a little bit of colour on my eyelid. I'm not going to be using an eyeshadow. I'm going to be taking my Australis palette once again and taking this dark brown shade here. I think it's the darkest shade in the palette. Now I'm just taking a little bit, you don't want too much. I'm just going to put a little bit in my crease just to give my eye a little bit more definition. And just taking that in windscreen wiper motion. I actually really like this as an eyeshadow. It goes on really easily. I'm also just going to take that colour and apply it underneath my eye, just underneath my waterline. I really like this colour as a transition shade for my eyes. I thought it might look a little bit silly, but it actually turned out looking alright. Now for liquid eyeliner. I'm using the Australis, once again, Australis Tiny Tip Eyeliner. It's in the shade Carbon Black. Once again, I'm a little bit scared to use this just because I always tend to stick with the same eyeliner and this is different. This is a felt tip. I don't know if you can see. I'm just going to be drawing a line from the corner. Oh my god. I smudged my eyebrow again. So I'm going to be drawing the line from the outer corner of my eye to the end tip of my eyebrow. actually feel like I'm drawing on my eye with a Sharpie or something. It feels so weird. I hope this comes off. Too bad. At first it was kind of easy to apply, but towards the second eye I realized it doesn't really glide on that easy. Like I feel like you really have to put force on your eye, which is not good at all. So now for mascara, I am taking the Maybelline Colossal Volume Express Mascara. This is just in the shade Black, I think. It's a really good mascara. I've used this for so many years. I used to get so many compliments when I would wear this all the time. And I'd always be like, it's the one in the yellow tube, because there are so many Maybelline Colossal mascaras and everyone's like, I bought it but it didn't even look good. And I'm like, did you get the right one? No, it's the only one in the bright yellow tube with the purple writing. It's really, really good. I'm just going to be applying that to my upper and lower lashes. It's funny, I used to use this mascara like there was no other mascara that even existed. I would never change, and I was too scared to change because I just loved it so much. Finish off the eyes, I'm going to be using my Rimmel London Exaggerate Waterproof Eye Definer Eyeliner. This is just like a crayon eyeliner, and I'm going to be applying this in my waterline just to make the eye look a little bit more smoky. Now moving on to lips. Now I'm taking the Australis Velourlips Matte Lip Cream. This is in the shade BUDA-PASH. Now it's a real brownie kind of dark red. So I've never used this before. I've used Australis Velourlips many times and I absolutely love the product. It's definitely my favorite Australis product. I probably said that about that contour palette, but this is definitely my favorite. Definitely my favorite Australis product. I love wearing the bright red and I love wearing the nude. They're my all-time favorites. But I've never tried this. I think it's a new shade. So yeah, let's see how we go. Seeping out of my lip line. It's a nice color. I really like it. There we have it. This is the finished makeup look. Some of the products I absolutely loved. I would definitely recommend them. They all turned out to be okay and they look completely fine. There's just things that I really wouldn't purchase again, I guess you could say, like, or use again. That eyebrow, the Australis eyebrow thing. I mean, it was good, like it, you know, it went on easily, it doesn't look bad from far away. Yeah. If I honestly had nothing, if I had no dip brow left at all, I would probably use that if I was pretty desperate. So if you guys have any drugstore products that you know of or that you use that are quite good and that are kind of like dupes for high-end products, let me know because I would love to try them out. Sometimes buying high-end makeup just gets a little bit too much. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much. I will also leave all the products that I used in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye!